Who here thinks the retirement system is broken? Anybody? No! That's the message we want to get out today. Good afternoon, my name is Soffe. I'm the state president for the Fraternal Order of Police. Today I'm speaking on behalf of more than 6,000 active police men and women who wear the uniform and work each day to protect, defend, and serve the great citizens of the state of Utah. Speaking on behalf of more than 5,000 retired police officers who rely on their retirement income every day. We worry about these brave men and women who have served us in the past. Will they have the resources they need to live their retirement years with dignity and honor? We hope so. It is true that a police officer after 20 years of service can retire and collect a benefit for the rest of his life. But I want to tell you a little bit about what we have to go through to make that happen. I currently work at night. When my kids come home and they need help on their homework, where do you think Dad is? He's at work. On Christmas Day, when they open their Christmas presents, where's Dad? He's at work. On the weekend, when my family gets together for a birthday party, I'm not there. I'm at work. Sometimes I work all night long while you sleep to protect and serve. Then in the daytime I tell my wife, keep the kids quiet because I have to sleep and go to work again at night. 4 weeks ago when a police dog was shot and other officers were shot at, I was there and I wish I wasn't. Anybody who's ever been in a shootout, you know you don't want to be in another one. And I estimate that little incident took about 5 years off of my life. But the reason I do it is I signed up to protect and serve the community, and I think that that's something I chose to do, and we need to save the retirement. As a police officer, we see all too often the consequences of moving too quickly. Often the outcome is disastrous. The end result from a moment of poor decision-making, many people suffer a lifetime of pain and grief. As a traffic officer, I run a lot of radar. When people are speeding, you know what I tell them? Slow down. That is the message that we want to send to the legislature today. Proceed with caution and slow this process of change down. As a result of the recent economic downturn, the Utah State retirement system, like all other retirement systems, both public and private, is experiencing a downturn in investment income. Some argue that the system is broken. It can't be fixed and will never recover. But the system, with over 50 years of experience, is not broken. The system is not on the verge of failure and will not collapse from the recent unfortunate economic events. According to a recent article in Forbes magazine, the Utah retirement system is one of the best funded retirement systems in the nation. As members of the Public Employees family in Utah, we are proud of the way the fund has been managed and maintained. Utah has weathered the worst economic downturn in the history of the system and remains 85% funded. And what that means is if every vested employee in Utah retired from the Utah retirement system, the fund could still pay them 85% of what was promised. There is no crisis that exists. No collapse is imminent. There is time to review the current system, adjust the course if necessary by making sound changes. Police officers, firefighters, school teachers, city, county, and state employees are not saying something shouldn't be done in order to protect the long-term future of the Utah retirement system. What we are saying, and I want to make clear today, is that changes to the system as large and complex as our retirement system deserves more than 6 months of decision, deserves more than 2 meetings and no legislative votes. After the legislative session ended last year, Senator Dan Lillenquist was asked to review the direction of the Utah State retirement system. He's just doing his job. He's doing what he's told. As a chair of the interim retirement committee, he called only 2 retirement committee meetings and then came up with his personal plan to alter our system. These changes he came up with have not been endorsed or approved by the interim retirement committee, something that is usually done. The bills being proposed in the 2010 session will change the system significantly without sufficient time to assess the long-term impact on taxpayers, on public employees, and on current retirees. It appears to members of the Utah law enforcement community that legislature is speeding and we need to pull them over before a disaster occurs. So that's what the cops are here today to do, to pull over the legislature. We've got some undercover officers in the crowd looking for their cars, what kind of plates they drive. They might be getting some tickets on the way out of here. So today, we are asking the legislature to slow down this process and review and change, and to create a task force to review the current status of the Utah retirement system and study proposed changes or fixes in an effort to further strengthen a system that is already the strongest in the nation. This request of slow down, proceed with caution will do nothing to hurt the taxpayers, nothing to hurt the system, and may result in better ideas and sounder financial solutions for building a stronger Utah retirement system. I don't know. Let's slow the process down a bit and say to our friends at the Utah State Legislature, proceed with caution, 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 proceed with caution.